I cannot let Erica go without putting her to work in the kitchen.
I appreciate that.
I make you do all this work. You come here, I'm like standing here, you're doing all the work
I like
today.
to work out. I work out to eat, so that's good.
That's very
good.
good.
That's why I work out.
Very good. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of granola bars, and because it seems like it's the thing that scares people. I don't want to eat granola when they go on diets, or
Right.
think they want to lose weight. And sometimes those protein bars that are out there, they'll say
sugar.
certain things, but then you look at the ingredients and it's like,
No
wait
good
a
for
minute, this isn't right. So you have a solution.
Right. Actually, the way I came from the solution was a young girl, I was helping her with her diet plan, and she was eating granola bars for every meal. And I said, what are these? So she
What's
gave me
in
the
there?
recipe. Lindsay Lane gave me this. So what you're going to start with is 2 cups of oatmeal. Just plain.
there's your fiber,
the
like
quick
you were saying.
oatmeal. Yep, so there it is. I did the quick
That's
oats.
the quick stuff. This is not the boil for days.
That takes for days, right? And
I should say it on that box. How do you
This
make
is a
it?
half cup, but what I actually use to make the recipe better, and I know, sorry, you got to protect your brown sugar at all times. This is actually a Splenda blend, and I know what I said about using natural, but with this, I do, it's the closest they have, the only brown sugar they have that is low calorie.
And that's the Splenda brown sugar.
Right.
Okay.
From
But
there,
no, and like I said, you can't be all.
these are good. These are for
These
your
are-
kids.
exactly.
These are for your kids. This is actually a half cup of agave.
Okay.
You can use honey. I don't like honey. I know I'm probably the only person that doesn't. I do not like the
But
taste
you
of honey.
prefer agave.
I prefer agave. So I use it all in the raw. And the other thing you want to add is I actually use PB2 powder to save on the calories. You know how we love this
telling
stuff.
you.
You need to send it to us.
They need to send us a supply.
So I'm going to have you add just a little water in there
Okay.
for me.
Little water in here.
Little water.
Just a tiny bit, the amount like if I was going to
just
make.
like enough.
Okay.
And I also want to add, why Rebecca is helping me cook, is that if you have any kind of peanut allergies, you can replace the peanut butter with something. Is it Bischoff? Am I those little cookies you get on the
I
airplane?
think that's right.
There's a cookie butter that you can replace the cookie butter, the peanut butter with, if you have anyone in your family with allergies.
We were hearing about this from you, and I had not heard of it, but I bet you if those with peanut allergies have a real
I think you need
familiarity.
more water there.
A little bit more?
Yeah, just a little.
Well, okay. But that's the one thing with the
Rebecca's like, don't
P2B.
send me away in my own kitchen.
No, I want it right. But listen, I sometimes overdo the water, and
Then
too,
it's sloppy,
You don't
yeah.
want that. You want it to be pasty when you make that, like peanut butter, right? For me, anyways.
Now I like, when I make these
Yeah.
for my family, I do add chocolate chips. You're only adding a 4th cup. And I usually just enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Get them in there.
You want
Neat.
more water, you think, or do you want it pasty like this? You want
Just
more
a little more water.
Okay. I'll
That's
be
the
back.
only thing with PB2 is you want to make sure you get that
gotta
nice consistency.
experiment a little bit.
And we're done. So while Rebecca does that, I'm going to grab
Okay.
a spoon to mix that up.
Okay. But you see, this is normal with peanut butter with P2B. You
Yes.
have to just less is more, and then just add a little more until now. To me, that looks pretty
That's perfect.
peanut buttery, right?
That's perfect.
That's the way you want it. Okay, and you want that in there.
Yeah. So this is a half a cup. You can use regular peanut butter, but again, if you're trying to save on the calories, it's a PB2.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any allergies, try that. And you can only find it at Anderson's. I could not find it anywhere
What
else.
P2B? No, it's everywhere.
Not PB2, the cookie butter.
Oh yeah, that I'm gonna have. You're gonna have to look that up because I'm not sure where you get that. So it might be more of a specialty store in your area.
Right.
But cookie butter, we're gonna be investigating that because that sounds interesting.
She put it on a rice cake. So yes, like I said, I was asking Lindsay what was going on. Now, I did this in a cookie sheet, and I'm going to tell you that it was too crumbly. If you want to make the kind of granola that you put on top, you can definitely do it there. What I'm going to do is use a little bit of a different bowl. There it is. It's not all I'm doing enough to moisten.
Just to get that peanut butter and the
Right.
and the
So I'm
agave
gonna
in
reach
there.
down here.
Okay.
I actually used a deeper bowl
Okay.
because it was just to make it a little thicker. Just going to pour it in there. You're going to set your oven for 350. You're just going to bake this for 18 minutes.
That's it.
That's it. So while you're upstairs in the shower and you've made a treat, and also you know what's in it. It's not going
That's
to buy
the key.
something.
It's a bar that you know what's in.
And don't worry about using chocolate chips. You can use raisins. You can add, I hope you wouldn't, M&Ms. You can make it as fun as you want. Everybody doesn't want to eat the version probably I've made here. Sometimes they ask me not to bring the healthier versions, and you can have fun with it, but people, they're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Erica, don't bring that healthy
Yes.
stuff.
They're like,
in your
please
family?
don't bring that. Can you please make it normal? I don't have regular butter though, so it's kind of
Hey,
hard.
it's your world. They're just living in it. If they don't
Right.
want it, they don't have to eat it.
So let me show you what it looks like when
Okay.
it comes out the oven. So let's set this over here.
And
Now,
you said 350-ish for
350, 18 minutes. Now, Yes, they don't look like the ones you buy in the store because I am a horrible cutter. But it has a twofold process now, or what do you call use system here?
Yeah, you
make it big.
Right.
There's your granola bars, and here's if I want to sprinkle it on top of my oatmeal in the morning. I know exactly what's in it. Now, if I'm going to make it for myself, I leave out the chocolate chips.
Okay, but you don't put the chocolate chips. Just
I don't put the
save
chocolate
yourself
chips in
some
there.
calories.
Right. I may add almonds instead. So you can make this, however, anything you want to add for your extra filling. You can add apples. You can add, I would use the dried versions rather than the fresh.
Because you're going to bake it.
Because you're going to bake it. How do you think? Nice?
I love them.
You don't, it's still sweet?
It's sweet, but not overly so. It's crunchy, which I like, and sweet. I like crunchy and sweet together. Okay, so before we go, are you going to have this recipe on ericawhite.net somewhere for us?
Yes, I will.
Erica's got a great website. All kinds of tips, all kinds of advice, all kinds of articles in there, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
ericawhite.net. And what's next for Erica White? Just more training. You're gonna come back. You're gonna come back and
next 4 weeks.
Okay.
I finally picked my coach.
Nice.
So she has my plan out. So yes, just getting more into
buffer Erica every time she comes back. I tell
there will
you.
be no sleeves on any more of my shirts.
Good for you. You got them, flaunt them.
Everything be a ripped off tank top.
I love it. All right. Thank you so much for watching Full Plate. And remember, fullplate.tv for links to all the websites we talked about today. Happy granola. It's like a dessert.